This meeting is being recorded.
Hi everyone, this is Reiki Love. We are sharing the photo and video from our Maui retreat 2019 February. So here are the people attending online: Dan, Guru Dan, David Walker, and Jill. Thank you so much for coming tonight. So we did a little Maui recap last time, but this is a continuation since David was able to add how many? 400 pictures?
Yeah, about 400.
Yeah. About 400, wonderful. And in some video. I like to particularly showcase the area that kind of, I won't say forbidden, but they make it very difficult to access, right? They happen to be the highest vibrational point in this island. So we're going to go, we have a similar pattern, see other places. But is this just me? Only access point is very narrow, it's kind of secret location. And as they make it very difficult for you to find it, first of all, and access it, and kind of close and or make it like, unlawful to go through certain paths. So no one could get to the area. But David was able to, climb up here in a cloudy day and be able to share some wonderful picture. So here we go. I'm hoping the people are seeing a screen. And I can't believe he got the turtle on the beach. Delicious food. And then, oops, I'm sorry, I'm going the wrong direction here. And a Waihei, still wrong direction. Please, this doesn't work. Scrolling down, trying to scroll down. No, still keep going up. Okay, I need a tech service. Let me make it a little smaller. Where is it? Oh, here. How can I get there? Very, very awkward way. Okay, here you go. Maybe you're gonna make it a little bit bigger. So it's called I'm sure I'm pronouncing it something strange. Waihei or Waihei.
Give me the bag.
Waihei Trail.
Give me the bag.
Another word is the Boy Scout Trail. Ask me why, but that's what it's called. And it is recommended to go first in the morning because as the day goes by, the moisture will be collected on the top, and then the mist and the cloud and rain, and the view will be not so spectacular. So if you're just going here for the view, definitely need to go first in the morning. If you are going for other purpose, such as a transmission or receiving, the inspiration, try to, meet the spirit, right? Higher self or spirit guide, you could come here anytime. Preferably though, the time that not too many people around you. And this is some picture. Wow, this is a good one here. You see on the right, guava tree. You see on the left, I forgot which tree is this, but neither of the tree is the indigenous one. And then the majority of the thing is not in Hawaii. However, as you go up this mountain deep enough, you see more and more native plants. Oh my God, this is beautiful. It's a movie. You see the waterfall far out? Yes. In each corner, you see those magnificent view of different side of the Maui because of how this mountain is located. Thank you, David, for those quite an amazing picture considering the day was not that sunny. Now, this is the view they're going, looking toward the east. So you're seeing this Haleakala covered with cloud and the ocean, the bay. This is facing the north. Nothing hit here until this island. So the wave from this side is quite rough, depending on what happened to the north end of the world, of the globe. I hear some sounds. That's another stunning view here. You see that little peak in the valley, and then oftentimes those corner, the the rock or flower or mountain calls you to ask you to stop, right? Like, yeah. So this is I believe this is a guava tree, another invasive plant, but it fit very well. Whoa, it's kind of moving. Was it windy, David?
Yeah, it was windy. It was the clouds were starting to gather.
I see. Wasn't it pretty hot though? I remember. I don't think I completed the entire route. It was very muddy when I was there. How was your case?
I was looking for the end. I kept thinking I was near the end, but I wasn't.
So this is, if you remember, if you have Apple TV or Apple screensaver, you could go on the website. They have a kind of like aerial view, something probably driving here, because it's not accessible any longer. No one can come to this valley, or at least it's not like a well-paved road. So they kind of go through here in between cross. It's amazingly gorgeous. You really feel it too. Hey, David. It's really a live picture. You're moving like the wave in the background. Yeah, that's another amazing picture as well. Yeah, beautiful.
The river was very loud for how far away I was.
Yeah, absolutely. So it used to be you could go down here and someone purchase the house at the entry point. So no one will be able to access except that person, right? Probably purchasing land. I don't know what's up to that. Yeah, it's kind of strange. Now this almost the entire mountain being owned by the one family, the so-called pineapple family. So that we can really get into. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Did somebody just join? We're just in and out. Hi, George. Up.
Yeah, he's falling in and out.
Yeah, poor thing. So this is a native plant. I love it. The color, and then they kind of hold the gold particle. Yeah, I'm so glad you are able to meet this plant. Now, this is another native plant, tea tree, tea plant. It's not the T as a T-E-A, but T-I. And, sorry, just skipping through. This is used by local shaman, instead of sage, they use these leaves. So you definitely got that, those indigenous plants here. Let me go back. Oh, cute. Who is this?
I took the mongoose.
You got able to catch the mongoose. Oh, wow. Look at that. That is amazing. So I don't know if you noticed, this is a fern. It's a baby one. As it's open, right? Open it up and eventually become leaf. See? Oh my God, David, it's amazing. Wow. I'm definitely using this picture for something.
It was getting wet as I went up.
Say again?
It was getting wetter as I got.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, that's a bad thing about going to the. Well, it's not bad. I mean, it's supposed to be not that much rain now, but you never know. When I was Kauai, it was so dry, driest time, which is unheard of. But you never know how island respond. Oh, no, don't go up. So yeah, this album, I shared a link so people could kind of go over. I want to tell you something about the photo. And this is the one good way to use a photograph, right? So some of the area, right, very inspirational. If you feel something, you have a matching code. So it is a key, it's telling you, stay there, do something, right, to stay activated. People, ask me, oh, please activate my DNA. Oh, by the way, people seeing the screen, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yes, and they're
So-
great pictures, by the way, from everybody.
Say again?
I said yes, and I was taking a second to compliment David and you on pictures. They're very nice.
Oh, yeah, that's so sweet, Jill. I think David did a great job on my hair ridge. So going back to the photo, activate is one thing, but stay activated, it's totally different and another story. So a lot of time we have to do several activation. Same thing, Reiki, attunements. Some people are kind of already open to that code. So when you do attunement, kind of like almost like a tire, the rubber hit the road, it just go. But the most of us need several iteration, different attunement, same attunement, but different time. And you feel it, you know it, when it's like, ignite and stay on. It's two distinct sensation and feeling. So when you see the photo and say, wow, or when you're standing on the land, you start feeling something, some part of you want to go back. And I hope you do follow. Now, some area is not accessible intentionally a lot of time, and the photo help. So the photo, every time you take photo, you're taking part of energetic field with you. So there's kind of part of the spirit come off from that, and you could be with it just looking at the photo. So this is a great way to use a photograph. Now, I understand that, like, for example, Japanese people like me, excessive photographing, right? It's not recommended, however. Not taking photo at all, it's also kind of extreme. So hopefully you could find a good balance, and photo you can share. And for those who couldn't be there with you, sharing photo is one of the best gift you could give, because the being, that you sharing, they actually feel the, maybe not the fullness, but the part of the energetic transmission, if it's the code, especially the code matches. So I just want to say that. And then also for those who visited the site and felt someplace, I want you to go back to the photo and remember how you felt, and meditate on it to kind of re-experience it, so that your activation will stay. And eventually, if you have to, you're going to go back. That's a good way to use a photo. There's a not so good way to use a photo too, which you need to be aware. As you guys are very awakened, there's a certain caution, or at least you need to be aware that people could, do in a not so great way. I'm just going to stop any questions so far to disrupt to Maui.
No, good here.
Can you elaborate more on not good use of photo very briefly?
Oh yeah, sure. So most people don't know. We do this. I probably did it in myself too. The good example is actor, like let's say Marilyn Monroe. Yeah. People look at her photo in many different purposes, but we know the most purpose are, yeah, kind of you guess. You're not just looking at her to get inspiration. So because photo carry the part of who they are, and then also nature too. you have also access to the person or to the location. Am I clear so far? Is this George?
Yes.
Hey, George. I hope you could hear me. We're talking about the important topic about good way and a bad way to use a photo, and then we covered a positive way. We're covering a less positive way. So let's say you use a photo such as Marilyn Monroe, with all due respect, because of her role being a sex symbol, the people are going to overuse that role through the photo. Now, it never really a good thing to do that. However, especially through photo, it goes back to the person. So depending upon how sensitive, those beings, the person who been done to them, have a varying degree of impact. Now, think about those celebrities. The photos are everywhere. And then, at some point, even though they are so insensitive, it will get to them. And it really become a target of many other things to enter, because their energetic fields are being violated over and over. Unless they do something, there are the things you can do to prevent that from happening, but most people are not going to do it. And I don't want you to feel overcautious. Oh my goodness, I will never post my photo, or no one can take my camera, like many tribes in Africa, right? They come after you if they take the photo, because they kind of know it, how they've been used in the past. Maybe not fully consciously, but they probably remember that, right? Cellular memory, gut feeling. So that's just a less positive way to use photo. Is that okay?
Yes, thank you. That's a good explanation. I appreciate that.
Okay. I had to learn how to make it more in a, short answer. I will do that. Will train myself. Okay. So here is the picture. I'm just gonna skim through the Kauai, because this was my kind of half vacation and half walk. So it was truly a vacation for me, because I love travel alone, although only if I know it's going to the fun place. And I was going to, find out my one of the spirit group here, the tribe. Haven't met in person for, I guess, 3 or 4 years. So, this is the first time I meet her. I was super excited. Of course, I had one of the worst rental car. I couldn't open the trunk or door. The key, you have to use a pencil to push the button because it was so broken. Anyway, it lasted during the duration of my stay. Here is Isha's lovely home. So I'm just trying to find my way in here. You could see, that she's an artist, also the ley line grid worker. The main reason I met her was through Andrew Bart's some of the gathering. I think I was hosting some something for him, and Isha, was listening, and then I saw her. Actually, she found I have Akasha. I kind of briefly kind of share my screen. Wait, where am I? Here you go. Do you see that? Somebody gave this to me, and I loved it because I thought it's something to do with the creation. But no one knew what that is. No one told me what it is. And look at that. She has one too. And she knew what that is. But we never spoke about it until maybe a few weeks back. Anyway, so that's our connection, Akasha. This actually, the creation of the entire universes. You know, it came upon, as much as I know it, current knowledge on the Earth year, 920 billion years ago. It's a long time ago. A long time ago. But anyway, it's comes in many form. It's gonna take like too long to explain, but it's basically, you know, the teardrop, so to say. Everything has started and everything contained within. Okay, so that's that, our connection. I had local folks. So this is a Isha artist, and her new husband, and then her tribe here. It's kind of lazy, kind of mid-morning. He's showing off his toy, blah blah blah. The first day I went to a canyon. People said that Kauai is the wettest land in the world, 400 inches of rain. And I experienced rain maybe once. There's no drop of rain, really, anywhere I went. It was so weird. Like this land was hugging me all the time. That's how I felt. I knew I needed to be here, and I know I'm gonna come back. You know, very strong feeling. So I have a lot of things here that codes needed to be activated, and I need to go back to be, you know, get more steady state activation. I got so many messages here for everybody else but me, including the people back in New Jersey and Kentucky. It was crazy. And then I got a very few messages about myself. It happened to me all the time. I get so many messages for other people. That must be the something I have to do here. Anyway, okay, let's go back. So this is a canyon. It's known as a Pacific Canyon because it's kind of an odd place to be, having a canyon in the middle of nowhere. You know, as you can see, it looks very dry, right? So we're gonna stop. Maybe this is a good one. As you can see, it's very rugged, but you kind of feel that a lot of area has kind of interesting shape and movement where you cannot help but feeling there's a bunch of spirit. I felt the most amount of energy of spirit here. Also, I have to say, I don't want to say in a recording, but ET and Arians energy, the particular group, a lot. So it's definitely something here and other side. And a lot of ancient history here, the hidden. You know, every place you go, it's just very interesting things. Also, like David said, helicopter every 3 minutes. For God's sake, you know, how many people, the main reason why people take a helicopter much more frequent than Maui, the majority of places are not accessible or very difficult, right? So people just come in a helicopter in and out. There's a one location indefinitely closed. And guess what? The military base. No, I mean, it's like kind of same story, many places. It's significant to military, but not many people know. So that was a canyon. And as you can see, I noticed immediately when I came, the color and the vibration of ocean are different. A little bit higher here than the one that over the island. I believe this is the Lene Island. It's a forbidden island. The only reason it said that because there's no airline or boat must be landed here unless you are invited. There's no river goes through this land. So the shell you could harvest here has a completely different shine. So he's the one from the native. and he's the one that make those shell. It's cost fortune for that reason. Let me see. The drum circle. This is a place, I don't know if you could feel that. Now, this is, you know, like, it's funny because I swear this tree, you know, probably move around at night. I see so many eyes, like thousands of eyes. Something told me do not take photograph for a certain area, so I respect it. I think it's supposed not to, so you probably have to come here. I photograph around it, but I didn't photograph the entry point of the portal. So this is our entry point of the certain dimension. I just gonna say that for now. So just kind of click through it. What do you feel, you know? So here's the kind of look from this hill. And this is known as the mountain goddess. I see little kind of face here though. But you're supposed to look on the side profile, so she's laying. But this is her face, chin. You know, you could say this could be breast or whatever, but to me, look, this looks like a mother breast. Anyhow, the next picture may be a little better. Clearly, I'm not capturing an entire profile. I think I put in, no, I didn't. Okay. Anyway, let's go on. Oh, that was some of them. Oh, here. So this is a no-brainer. You could just drive up, but you don't need to hike. And you could see this stunning a waterfall. And I don't know if you hear that, the helicopter. And also the person with one of those long lens, looks like a probably cost fortune, constantly taking these pictures. So I couldn't really stay too long. You must be really happy because it's one of the driest day. The person who's told me that 20 years in Kauai, never had this much visibility ever. So it's just a day to go out and take a bunch of photos. This is the indigenous plants here. Again, this is in Lanai. Most of the time you can't see this island so clearly because this land is so wet, even though it's a canyon. Let me just go forward. And then I enjoyed the Fura dance that I'm hosting that October, the Kauai healing retreat, and a local healer gonna come and showcase their healing tool and a great work. So we're gonna go different portals and Stargate sites, and then also we're gonna learn a Fura dance with those people here, and we're gonna watch Fura dance because the Fura dance has a very specific meaning. The people back then danced and move in a certain way, and each movement and then the hands and those hip movement help Mother Earth to move and maintain the Merkaba structure, as well as us, right? So we don't forget. We still could, follow, so-called ascension path, even though we are supposed to forget everything. Because of the music and movement and dance will keep our body divine, remain divine, and those people tell the story embedded in a song. So this hula one was going through with dance and a song the entire history of Polynesian culture, coming from Hawaii all the way down to New Zealand. So they have a different costume, different dance, different song to tell you. And the last one is the fire dance, which is, I believe, in New Zealand or Bali. I forgot which one. This is basically they're ready for the battle, showing to the people, what they got. And they have a particular, I won't say howling, but the particular things the movement they show to, the incoming, I guess, enemy is a strong word. right? Different tribe, and hey, we are ready to fight if you come closer. So each one, those things has the meaning, and it's a kind of, tell, I guess, how do you say this, try not to forget, I guess, going through them, rather than going to the school or going through embedded in the music and dance. And this is a way for many culture, except that somebody banned, right? Many culture, many history suppress the oral tradition, and those people are really kind of assassinated or killed or hunted down, so that less and less people be able to tell a story. It's pretty sad. Anyway, so that's a hula dance that we're gonna learn, and we're gonna see how we're gonna do it, how we're gonna move our hands and gesture, and maybe some of you resonate well. Of course, I have to go more snorkeling. I got addicted after, David and I did a snorkeling. Remember, David? That was really fun.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, it was amazing. We did that, and this one wasn't actually a whale or a dolphin things, but I guess we got really lucky. But it was 400, around 400 spinner dolphin nearby. So we kind of went and kind of look at it, and the whale kind of pop up as well. I guess this is like one of the best picture I took so far, because every time they come up, I was so stunned, and then I couldn't really take any photo. But this one was like one of the best one. The only bad thing was the water was so rough that I didn't really want to see whale anymore at this point. I just want to go snorkeling and go on the Napoli coast. But the people love to see whale, so we had to go through those rough coastline. The following one I want to show you, this is an area called Napali. If you Google it, N-A Pali, I believe P-A-N-A space P-A-L-I, coast in Kauai will show up. This is an area that kind of you no longer accessible from the land, supposedly indefinitely closed. I don't know how indefinitely closed anything. But also at the same time, there's a military base somewhere. It's not very clear where. And also the place that I felt the most spookiness, as well as, I don't know how to say this, so much energy, the mixture. It's those are the being. Those are each of them a being, right? And something else is hidden. Many of those. Can you feel that? Some of you probably feel more than the other.
Yes, actually, I can feel that. It's pretty interesting.
Right? And I want you to, I think I shared this. If it's not, I try to take as much as video as possible. This has been filmed many times. King Kong, I believe, in some of the superhero movies. As you can see, it's difficult to get close, and always rough water. But that's not the reason why they closed it. The strange thing happened here, like about 2 years straight. A particular area being thunderstorm, rain, and flood. Just this particular area, relentless, never stop. And that is a supposed reason that they had to close. I always have to think as they're hiding something, but it's up to your imagination. But I kind of want you to kind of, not this, but this, the area. I had to make this, oh no, this was the sun hit. And this is the sun doesn't hit. It's like so different, isn't it? Anyway, I wanted to show that that's a very famous Nepali coastline. Oh, here it is. So this is the earlier I showed you this part. This is a sleeping goddess. This is obviously artist did that, but you could kind of see more how, you know, from artist's eye, see the goddess is sleeping. All right, so that's another place. Oh, I might skip the different portal. 2 portals. There's a 2 portal. This is where is it? Dalai Lama, you know, when insisted that he has to come Hawaii, people thought, here it is. People thought he wants to come, or Oahu, or is the main capital, Honolulu, and then, you know, more of the tourist area. No, he has to come here. This is called Sleeping Giant. And you could see the giants here. The local call sleeping giants. Do you see here? This one here? That is when I show you inside of this wood, that is entry the portal. But each one go different place. Now this, yeah, I thought this is pretty interesting. This has some story to tell too. I didn't have enough time, but you got so many messages here and here. This is so this one going to different location. Oh, and this one here going another location. This is the kind of point he has to come. He probably needed to experience, probably activate his, you know, code before. Anyway, just wanted to show that. Obviously, I couldn't go every place. This is a place I really want to hike. This is the one reason I came, but it wasn't open, didn't open. Probably the reason why. Now, this is another interesting place. They took me here. Okay, hold on. Well, it's a little joke, but it does look like a King Kong, you know. Anyway, this is I don't know why I didn't take more picture. But this is actually this may be better. Do you see here? This one here? Do you see two faces? It is supposedly this is a whole entire place is symbolized as a city. This is an entire city, kind of frozen in place. The one of the ancient civilization, frozen like here. At least it looks frozen, you know, from our eyes. If you have a matched code, come here and just, you know, just simply stay and meditate. You know, you will get not only messages, you have some kind of activation. I'm just being a city and to the King Kong. Nobody want to go down. So I took a picture. That's Isha with my dog. Oh, actually, I just realized this is in the background. So this is another part. Many of those places, like that, you know, many places along this path. And to end with more labyrinth and cave. I couldn't get to the cave, but I went to the labyrinth part. And here, it's interesting, all around here is a golf course. You know, like very obnoxiously pristine, manicured landscape. And then other side is sacred place that, you know, they have a sign like this, do not enter. Now, I felt energy here. Yes, definitely. Some of you feel more, depending on what, you know, makeup you have. However, the place everybody just walks through. This one is the area that I felt most strongest vibration and energy. I do know there's so many ceremony and ritual, something important ritualistic happen here on this land, right here in this spot, that I need to go back. I couldn't stay too long because people has to move. And this is definitely, I don't know. Dan, do you feel anything?
No, it's just overwhelming right now. So it's just, there's too much going on.
Yeah, I know. It is, yeah. This is another angle. I see many those visitors from sky left many things here and still here. You probably still could get some transmission. Probably get some ability if you want. So the reason I go to those places, just exactly the same as many other people visit different places, activation and also just reconnecting back to, multidimensional self, who you are. Manchester is a time that I really be able to access other people's multidimensional selves. This is always kind of my probably my ego. Frustrating thing is that it's far easier to access other people's, a case record or their multidimensionality and where they are in a soul path. It shows up very clearly. When it comes to my own, I really have to work on, have to focus on do actually work to get to that. But seem to be, every time I go those places, get activated, I get very keenly acute to other people's the stories. I have no idea what that means. Does it same for everyone? Okay, you guys are very quiet. Let's see. Oh, so by the way, his name is Terry, and you will see him once you come to the Kauai. He's hardcore grid worker, awakened for decades, probably ever since he was born. He produced massive amount of conspiracy theory. The people who don't use the internet. So he consolidated all this, the kind of syndicated provider. That's how he earned money here. And he did a lot of great work, leading up to 2012. So thanks to them, we are here. Let's see. There's many beautiful spots. Many interesting places. This is gonna take easy 3 days. Just go through this path, because each place has some different story. So we're definitely gonna come here and spend time. It's very flat, luckily. There's no hill. And this is the point of the labyrinth. So I'm probably gonna finish here. The rest of them, you probably could see how dry. I was able to take any picture from the plane. It's leaving Kauai, coming to Maui. This is Maui. Look at how blue the ocean. Do you see this line, a turquoise line? Those are the little bit shallower area. They're probably a bunch of corals. It's very rich in nutrient. That's why the color is more the turquoise. All right, that's that. That's Los Angeles. I said hi to Dan. All right, so that's that. Finish sharing. Any question or comments?
Very nice and very interesting. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Well, thank you so much for coming. And all of a sudden, I can't see anybody. Let me see what happened to my screen. I'm going to the Greenville Friday. If anybody around, please say hi. And in October, we're planning for the Kauai and slash Maui, Kauai retreat and slash Maui adventure. So hope to see some of you. David, any comments on the Maui?
It's definitely a place to do a lot of hiking.
I agree.
Put in the time to go to the good spots.
Yeah, Maui is more than twice as big compared to Kauai, and so amazing. And yeah, it's hard to cover the entire place. You will go there again, I'm sure.
Yeah, eventually.
Right. Thank you so much for coming, and thank you, Dan, for recording this.
You're welcome. You want me to end it?
Yes.
All righty.
Wonderful.
Everybody have a good